the little S at the end, stuff. But this channel, it's growing, and I'm glad with the progress of it. And thanks for all the subscribers. Thank you. And hopefully now we'll be able to upload videos on a more consistent basis and cover a wide variety of topics from video games and movies. And today is more of a 80s throwback, which I wanted to cover. Tomorrow opening is actually Rambo Last Blood. I'm a huge fan of Rambo. He's like one of my inspirations, and those films have been a part of who I've become, and even taking on the name Rambo. But it's kind of like bittersweet to see the last movie, the last time we'll see Rambo. Hopefully it is the last movie and they don't just reboot it and put someone else in the role. But tomorrow Rambo Last Blood opens up, and it's supposed to be the last movie, and if you don't know, the premise is Rambo's living out, I think, in his Arizona hideout, and trouble starts again, and he's pulled back into a conflict, and there's like a misunderstanding, and it looks more of the same. It's not like reinventing the wheel or anything, but it's a chance to see the character one last time. Early reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, for me, I'm more of I like to see the movie before even reading reviews, but early reviews don't look so hot. But that's not going to deter me. I'll still watch the movie and kind of take it for what it is. And it's supposed to be really gory, so if you want to see a lot of gore, a lot of action, it should be cool, but hopefully the reviews aren't anything to go by, but I'll still support the film and possibly go see it. And hopefully it's the last time we do see Rambo. Hopefully there's no reboot or anything. I would actually want to see new characters, which even kind of like characters like John Wick, where it's a new action character, new IP, and not just like a rehash of an older property. Kind of get sick of these reboots, and you kind of just want something fresh. And speaking of reboots, or not necessarily a reboot, but more of the next Ghostbusters film, which we've been hearing about it for the longest time. Bill Murray's in, Bill Murray's out. It's in developmental hell, no pun intended. And then even too with the actor who played Egon, with his passing. But it looks like this movie's now on track, and the cast and all the people that are a part of it is actually looking really good. So you have the director Jason Reitman. He's done Juno, those kind of films. He's actually a pretty good, decent director. And it's funny because he's actually the son of the original director, Ivan Reitman. So the director, pretty good track record. And then the cast, there's everybody returning. You got Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd recently. He's been saying he's confirmed, and so it's glad to see the whole gang back together. And then even to one of the cool additions to the cast, Paul Rudd. So going that this is comedy film, having Paul Rudd a part of it is okay, there's gonna be some laughs. And one of the things where you can either love or hate it, you got Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things. He's supposed to be in it, and he's pretty cool. Cool kid. I enjoyed his character, Mike from Stranger Things. So hopefully this movie turns out pretty cool, and hopefully it's the last Ghostbusters. As much as I love the 80s and synthwave and all that, sometimes I feel like these properties, they just kind of bring them back and they don't live up to their the older films. So I kind of see it as a send-off, and hopefully it's the last of its kind, and it comes and goes and we enjoy it, and then that's the end of the saga. And then just a quick throw out there, the next Predator game, Hunting Grounds, it's actually coming out 2020 along with the Ghostbusters movie. Actually next year there's going to be a lot of great films next year. I even saw the next King Kong versus Godzilla. That's actually I think going to come out next year. So next year is going to be a pretty cool little throwback to the 80s. I actually think we're even in the 80s already. It's already the 80s revival. That's what this time should be called. But again, thank you all, all the viewers, and people who subscribe to the channel. Thanks, and hopefully keep shooting more of these videos and kind of releasing them. My intention is to shoot them daily and release more topics and cover some more stuff. I did record a podcast, put that up. It's under the name Cybercast, but I think I'm going to revert it to the Rad Reports, and that's going to be more informational, possibly even more retrospective, going over older titles and kind of more elaborating. The last podcast I recorded about an hour and 10 minutes, just talking about like, the first Halo game. But hopefully, I can cover more topics and elaborate a little bit more on them, go a little more in depth. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. If you want to send any emails, it's theradreports@gmail.com. And also we have our Instagram, the Rad Reports, one word. And I also did set up a Twitter, again, the Rad Reports. So if there's anything, send any feed links there. And thanks for watching. Rad Rambo out.